Hi guys, welcome to the first 2014 PS Plus roundup. This is for the month of January, obviously.
Happy New Year!
Woo! So today it's myself, Ollie, and Rich.
Hello.
Matt.
Hello.
And Tom.
Hello.
So there's quite a few releases, and the first one we're going to kick off with is Borderlands 2 on PS3.
Yes. Fantastic game.
It is meant to be exceedingly good.
Very good. I know you haven't played it.
Unfortunately not.
Yeah, it's really, really very good.
Me neither, but I will now.
It's number 30 on our top 50 games of the generation.
Plug.
So go check out those videos.
Yeah, but being number 30 kind of shows how good it is. It's very good indeed.
The thing that's always really made Borderlands stand out, obviously just to see from anything, is the art style before you even pick up the game or pick up the gameplay. It just looks incredibly cool. It really does, and it doesn't look like much else that's on the market either. So I think Borderlands has always had this appeal for people to sort of go in and pick it up and play it, because it just looks insane.
I mean, it's been said to death before, but when Gearbox first debuted or spoke about Borderlands as a franchise, it looked really boring. It looked like just your standard military shooter. And then suddenly Randy Pitchford had a little brainwave and was like, cell shading. And instantly it was everyone's like, whoa, what's that game?
Yeah.
And Borderlands 2 just amps it up. Every single world is just ridiculously colourful, ridiculously bright, beautiful visuals, and it simply has the best humour in the game.
Awesome.
Honestly, it is hilarious. You got characters that are called Claptrap, which is fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wanted to play it for so long, and now that it's free, it's I'm just going to jump on it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to at least download it to the hard drive and just make sure it's there.
Especially considering there's at least a month of kind of nothing for next gen, really. So if you go back,
if you have a chance, it's a behemoth. Even the single player without the DLC is a behemoth. I mean, I would say 70 hours.
Wow.
For everything, with the DLC as well.
Right.
So the main story you can probably polish off in about 20, maybe a little bit more.
Oh really? Okay.
But if you smash through it, of course, you don't do any side stuff. You just go straight through the story.
Sure.
But I would encourage against that, because you'll miss out on some great comedy, some great moments, some great guns as well. The guns in this are
I hear there's just
really good.
Stupid amounts.
Oh yeah. I mean, no gun is the same. They may have the same shape, but they'll have a different handle, a different stock, a different aim, different colour. But yeah, there's several different manufacturers of guns.
Okay.
So you'll know what to expect. For example, there's a company called Jacobs who specialise in sniper rifles, and they're kind of vintage, kind of wooden, kind of really powerful, but really the recoil's horrible. Right. So don't go into a firefight with a Jacobs sniper rifle, basically, because you're
really
just
good.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. But yeah, I can't recommend it enough. If you haven't managed to pick it up, I mean, it's sold really well, really well. I think it's sold about 5 million.
Wow.
So yeah, it's there's definitely a third one coming. But
cool.
Yeah, we didn't review on the site, but I'd definitely give it 5 stars. It's a game you have to check out, definitely.
Excellent. Can't wait. So next on the PS3 list is DmC, which is the reboot for Devil May Cry, which was number 49.
Yep.
In our top 50 of this generation. So another game from best of the generation you can now pick up for free if you've not played it yet.
Definitely worth being in the top 50. It's just superb.
It almost became my third favourite game of the year. It was only a hair fractionally snatched out by Bioshock Infinite, which is just stunning anyway. But DmC really was just... I don't think I was ready for it. I don't think I was expecting it to be as good, as enjoyable, or as cool as it was, because it is a cool game.
I was quite surprised. I went in thinking it looks like an okay game, but it'll be forgettable, like Prince of Persia sort of standard. It'll be fun, but it'll just be
very
gone from memory. Yeah, immediately as soon as you finished it. But it genuinely is really, really fun and consistently enjoyable throughout. It's quite imaginative.
Yeah, I really liked it as a reboot. I mean, I was very anti the reboot when it happened. And no, you can't altered Devil May Cry. What are you doing? And it turns out you can actually make it cooler.
Yeah.
And they really did just completely do the opposite of what Devil May Cry is. It didn't really have that sort of dark gothic feel to it. It had this modern horror feel to it. There wasn't. I look at Devil May Cry and I think Dracula and that kind of thing, like Bram Stoker's Dracula, and then you look at the modern Devil May Cry and I just, I think like Monster Madness movies, and the Dante in this game is seriously cool. He is a slick dude, and that just the part that always sticks in my head is one of the first cutscenes when you see Dante naked after like spending the night with that chick.
Two
chicks. And after like the cutscene of him in the club with her, and then the monster like attacks him, but he's got no clothes on, and it's just that small step of genius of him like flying in midair, pulling clothes on, and bits of pizza like cover up his manhood, and then as soon as he lands, looking like he's ready to just knock the crap out of you, they just start playing Never Surrender by Combi Christ. And it just, I think that was it for me. I just went, oh, this is actually going to be really good, isn't it?
It just keeps that consistent slickness all the way through as well.
Very well written, really well written game.
It doesn't really feel like tired all the way through as well, even though essentially it is just kind of like third person beat 'em up type game. It's so slick, the controls are so good that all you want to do is just do more of it. It never feels old.
But I think the easiest way to make a button masher game really enjoyable or long lasting is just to vary up the things that you can do the combos with. So obviously you've got Ebony and Ivory, then you've got like the dark versions, then you've got the all the different axes that you can get, and you've got the light stuff and the good stuff, and there was so many varying weapons that you could do in a combo that I think that's why it never felt boring.
Yeah, the chains that you can put up are just ridiculous, aren't they?
I mean, like, really compare that to something like Rise on the new consoles. Like, Rise is a really good game, but it is boring as hell because it is just the same thing for 6 hours. Whereas Devil May Cry was double the length and infinitely better just because it had the variation in the things that you could do within the game. It's just A to B, mashing the button controls, but because you had stuff to do it with, you kind of want to do it. Yeah.
So there is a review up on the site, isn't there?
Absolutely. Needless to say, it was 5 stars.
5 stars, yeah. Great.
Wicked.
So 2 5-star games.
Yeah, ain't bad, is it?
Tops of the generation.
It's not
And
right.
they're saying it's a bad month for gaming. Well, it's not really.
Who said that?
Well, there's no releases. So it's just kind of.
There's no releases.
There's plenty of stuff though to play.
Yeah.
So on PS4 is Don't Starve.
Yes. Which we will have a review of up soon.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't manage to get any kind of preview time on this, so we can't really mention much about it apart from that it's
interesting.
Yes, it's very creepy. It's like a 2D kind of
survival horror.
Kind of,
thing.
yeah.
It doesn't look like it in any way, shape, or form, but the whole vibe of it kind of made me think of Limbo a little bit.
Yeah, that's
not
fair.
not the look at all, but
it's a fair comparison in terms of
just that kind of
feel.
vibe, that indie vibe feel to it.
Yeah, that's cool.
On Vita is Soul Sacrifice.
Yes, which I'll talk about for a couple of seconds. It's well worth giving it a go if you have a Vita, because what's happening now, the Vita is picking up slowly but very surely in Japan. They're selling between 15 and 17,000 units a week in Japan now. So they're doing, is it a week or a month? I don't know. Sorry, need to get my figures right. But yeah, because of this, we're seeing a lot more JRPGs and Japanese inspired games on the Vita, and Soul Sacrifice is right up there with them. It's a very cool game, which reminds me a lot of gaming I did back on PS2, which is why I think I took to it quite a bit. It's kind of it has a very cool moral compass, where every creature that you kill, you have an option to do what you want with their soul. So you can either sacrifice their soul for your own good, or you can let it free. You know, and that kind of adds a little interesting dimension to the gameplay and to the story itself. And
so what happens if you let it free then?
you have to play it.
Oh, damn!
Can't give all the tricks
I
away.
need to know now. I said I'm gonna have to go buy a Vita.
Absolutely, but yeah, it's definitely worth it. I've played enough of it to I'd say give it a good solid 3-4 stars. I'd say, but definitely worth it. Definitely worth it.
The other Vita title is Blazblue Continuum Shift.
That sounds cool.
Catchy name.
It sounds mad.
It is mad. It's absolutely mental. I played at Blazblue on the 360, I think. It's just bonkers. It's like a 2D beat 'em up, very old school, like King of Fighters and those kind of games, like old Street Fighters. But the combos are mental. It's just really colourful, very pretty, and
and free. Does it come?
and free.
Does it kind of look like anime?
Yes, very much. So.
Front cover for the one on the 360, was that like a girl with like a blue beret sort of? Yeah, I've seen the box.
Yeah,
I've never picked it up though.
It's okay. It's just, run of the mill kind of Japanese fighter. Again, I think the Vita's very well suited for a fighter. So if you're looking for something and you've had enough of Mortal Kombat or whatever, give it a go. You can't hurt. So
like we say, it's free.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Sweet, wicked. So I think it's a good month for gaming, really. Yeah. Considering all the stuff you've got, I think it's a really good game for good month for PS Plus.
Absolutely. I think it's probably worth just saying what has left as well.
Yes.
Left the
just
service.
to rub the salt in the wounds of those who didn't download anything.
Yeah. These are already gone, so unlucky. But Grid 2 left. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen left. Sonic All Stars Racing Transformed on Vita left, and yesterday, if you didn't manage to get Contrast, that left as well.
Wow.
So there you go. But we were slightly later with this one, so
no
sorry
help
guys.
for anyone there.
But in future instalments we'll be a lot more on the button with that. So
wicked. Right, well, thanks very much for watching, guys. As always, you can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/GamesHud, on Twitter, which is .com/GamesHud. And you can click the subscribe button here to keep up with all our other videos and other things that we do on YouTube. And also don't forget to check out the main website, which is gameshud.net.